Hello everyone. So today I want to explain about linguistics, phonetics and phonology. But before I want to introduce myself, my name is Shekinah and my student's ID number is 1707050033. Phonetics and phonology. Phonetics is the study of speech sounds and phonology is the study pronunciation of English. The first is phonetics. Phonetics is the study of language. Now, phonetics is a branch of linguistics and deals with the sound produced by human beings in their speech behavior. And there are three major branches of phonetics. The first is articulatory phonetics. There is a speech producing mechanism in human beings. The second point studies how the outgoing airstream is regulated along the vocal tract to form various speech sounds. The third is also known as physiological phonetics. The second is there is auditory phonetics. The first point is studies how speech sounds are heard and perceived. The second, it is necessary to establish correlation between the auditory signals and their interpretation in terms of disturbances in the brain. The third is acoustic phonetics. The first point that I get from acoustic phonetics is studies the physical properties of speech sounds such as frequency and amplitude in their transmission. The second is studies how the outgoing airstream is regulated along the vocal tract to form various speech sounds. And the third is also known as physiological phonetics. Speech sounds of articulators. The first is active articulators. You can see here the tongue is divided into the blade with the teeth lies opposite to the teeth ridge. The front, it lies opposite to the hard palate. The third, the back, it lies opposite the soft palate. The fourth, the root of the tongue. You can see the parts here. And the second is passive articulators. There are many parts of passive articulators. You can see in the picture. Next is voice and voiceless sounds. The first part is consonants. Consonants is a speech sound that is articulated with complete or partial closure of the vocal tract. You can see the vocal consonant in English here. Vowels may be defined with an approximation without any obstruction, partial or complete in the air passage. There are the vowel in English. And the next is phonology. Phonology is the pronunciation in English. So, what is the definition of phonology? Phonology is a branch of linguistics concerned with the systematic organization of sounds in spoken languages and signs in sign languages. So, what is the difference between phonetics versus phonology? Phonetics, science of speech sounds. Their production, transmission, and reception, and the signs to represent them in general with no particular reference to anyone. Phonology is the study of vocal sounds and sound changes, phonemes, and their variants in a particular language. Next, English vowels is divided into three vowels. The first vowels is front vowels. You can see here. And the back vowels, the third is central vowels. And the next is diphthongs. Diphthongs are also called vowel guilds. Okay. And the next is place of articulation. The first one is bilabial. Bilabial is like P as in purse and wrap, B as in bag, M as in mat. Labiodental, F, not F, but F as in fro and calf. V, not V, as in vine and have. Dental, T, as in thick and bad. The, as in the and rather. Alveolar, as in n, not n, in no and man. T, as in tap and red. D, as in deep and bad. S, not S, as in sweet and buzz. Z, as in zit and jazz. L, not L, as in luck and volley and volley. Post-alveolar. It reads sh, as in short and brush. Z, as in vision and measure. Ch, as in cheek or match. J, as in jam or batch. Palatal. It's not read as J, but Y, as in yes and bio. Next is velar. It reads as ng, not eng, but ng. The example is going or uncle. K, not K, but K, as in kite and back. G, not G, as in good and buck. W, not W, as in wet and Howard. And the last is glottal. H, not H, as in high and Bahamas. Manner of articulation. The first is nasal. Stop. You can see the example here. P, B, T, D, K, and G. I have explained you before. Fricatives V, V, T, the, S, Z, Sh, Z, H. Affricate, as in I have explained before how to read the alphabets here, the consonants here. Ch and J. Approximant W, Y, and R. Lateral L. So in English there are 22 consonants. And the next is about voicing. In English we can divide it into two parts. The first is voice and voiceless. An easy way to determine whether a consonant is voiced or is not is to place a finger on your throat. As you pronounce a letter, feel the vibration of your vocal cords. If you feel a vibration of consonant is a voiced one. Voiceless consonants do not use the vocal cords to produce their hard, percussive sounds. Instead, they are slack, allowing air to flow freely from the lungs to the mouth, where the tongue, teeth, and lips engage to modulate the sounds. Okay, that's all for my presentation today. Hope we more understand about the linguistics, especially about phonetics and phonology. Thank you for watching my video, and see you.